Hi everybody, my name is John and welcome to my channel John Repeat, where I react to iconic music, artists, albums, and other bits and bobs on repeat. Today, by popular demand, I'm going to be reacting to The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Miss Dave Chappell Roan. I am so excited to listen to it. I've obviously listened to a few of her songs before. If you're interested in seeing me react to her for the first time, then I will link my other video down below in the bio. Apparently this album is so good because it's very bold, it's very innovative, and there's, you know, a really emotionally charged nature to the album. This is her first ever album that she has released. And if you don't know about Chappell Roan, she is like a queer female artist from Missouri, lives in California now and is basically just living her best life, which is what we all love to see. So without further ado, I will be starting. So the first song on the album is one I've not heard before, which is Femininomenon. Okay, let's start. Okay. Also, this gives me the energy of you know, that RuPaul song, she's so wild, so animal, she's a female phenomenon. I think it just reminds me of that. I don't know if that was an intentional allusion there, I don't know. But yeah, let's start. Oh, come on, strings! I fucking love violins within pop music. I don't know what it is. I remember I did like a birth chart thing, and like tarot generally, and they said that I was like from like the Baroque period, and that's why I love strings so much in a past life. I don't know, but I love a good string. Love it. Sounds like an opening of a story. Oh! I was right, bitch! I was right! Same old story time again. It's like the start of a storybook. And I think because of the name, the Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, like the trials and tribulations of her and like how she's like overcoming that and becoming her best self. That's how I read that. Yeah, I mean, you sent in pictures and playlists and phone sex. You disappeared from the second that you said, let's get coffee, let's meet up. I'm so sick of online love and I don't understand why can't any man hit it, like, get it hot. Yeah, I mean, this is such a common thing within the dating scene now. It is so like emotionally dead and numb, and it's so cutthroat. And you know, I think because we're in such a new generation, sometimes I don't think that previous generations kind of understand and get that you can still be really attached to somebody even though you're in like the talking stage. And it is like such a difficult time to be a young person and to date. It seems like everybody has so much option in life and who they want to date, but they don't necessarily recognize what's in front of them. Like there's always something more. There's always, the grass is like always greener. And you know, the gay dating scene in particular can be brutal. It's brutal out here. So yeah, I get that. Make a bitch. The fucking beat. Get it, so the fucking beat. This beat kind of reminds me of 212 by Azealia Banks. Like it's that energy. Like, you know, pop off girl. I hate Papa John's. That's a whole other story. I think Papa John's is so shitty. Pizza Hut all the way. Like, you know, not a fan of that, but liking the beat. I love that. Lying to your friends about how he's such a goddamn good lover, stuck in the suburbs, you're folding his laundry. I think it goes back to this idea of like, sexism and like catering to a man's needs and like lying about like your own desires and your own pleasures and like putting that away in sort of in favor of a man's pleasure. And yeah, like stuck folding his laundry, like again, like these roles that like society pushes onto people. Femininomenon. Ah, that is so difficult to say, girl. Is like crying at the nail salon, is that like an allusion to Lorde? Because I mean, I'm not saying that artists are exactly the same, but I definitely see a parallel in terms of like the deep introspective, like emotionally charged lyrics. Maybe there's an allusion there. And also, yeah, like in the lyric there, like, do you even... And you know what you need, and so does he, but does it happen? No. But does it happen? No. It's almost like she's at like a protest rally, and like everyone's shouting out like no. Yeah, like men know what women need, but it is so often ignored because, again, because of that sexism and stuff. I like this as an album opener as well. It really introduces you to like the spirit of the album and this sort of sex positive like vibe of the album, and then also just like generally like this being very like, you know, queer and, you know, rejecting all of these stereotypes and rejecting all these expectations. I think it's a really good opener. Okay, so the next one is Red Wine Supernova. I've obviously listened to this before, but we're just going to review it in the album context, you know. I love the collection of all these visuals. It's really cool. This is a nice follow-on to Phenomenon. I can't fucking say the word. Femininomenon. This is a nice follow-up to that song, definitely. It's getting into like the more explicit side of like her identity. It's exciting, it's like fun, it's great. Also, I don't drink, but red wine, something about red wine gets me absolutely trashed. So I don't know if it's an allusion to that as well. But like intoxicating. Put your lighters up. Also, yeah, I like that as well. Like, okay, maybe it's a twin bed and some roommates. Don't worry, we're cool. You know, even that lyric, it definitely alludes to the fact that she's found a group of people where she can be herself and be comfortable with. Even like in a small lyric like that, like it recognizes that she's in a safe space. And not me clutching my pearls at I wanted a rabbit. Oh, Miss Chappell. Miss Chappell Roan, honey. I've decided when she's being a little bit freaky, I'm gonna call her Miss Chappell, honey. Nice. So the next one in the album is After Midnight. Let's have a listen. Oh, I'm liking this beat. The way that she's kind of like, her voice is almost like breathy and very like, it kind of gives Billie Eilish vibes in this sort of the way that it's like, you know, it's like, and I love how the beats like turn it up, like she's in the club, you know. My mum said nothing could happen when it's late and you're dancing alone. She's in my head saying it's not attractive wearing that dress and red lipstick. This is what I wanted. This is what I like. I've been a good girl for a long time. This goes back again to like societal expectations, and I think that this is clearly like a theme throughout the album of like subverting expectations and being an individual and being yourself. It seems like she really cares about her mum's approval, and she has that critical voice in her head that is her mum, which tells her to not do things. And, you know, sometimes that's a good thing because it's like, it gives you a certain level of taste and it gives you a certain like standards for yourself. But clearly this voice in her mind is like getting in the way of her embracing who she is. And it's so nice that she's able to kind of do away with that voice and that critical energy and just be true to herself. You know, and I'm not saying I 100% relate to her experience, but, you know, we all really want our parents' approval, well, most of us anyway, or our guardians' approval. But when those thoughts are used as a battering ram against yourself, that's when you obviously need to change. Oh. This is giving, oh my god, polyamory girl, alluding to that, honey. She's really saying, I'm just gonna live my best life in California, honey. I'm just gonna be free, hedonistic, love a little drama, let's start a bar fight. I have never in my life started a bar fight. I don't know if I ever would. I would watch one with popcorn, but I don't think I would be there like throwing the punches. I feel like that's not my vibe. You know, if there was two guys fighting over me, well, that's like a whole different story. But yeah, I love that. It's like, let your hair down, girl. Oh my gosh. So I feel like on a freaky maybe it's the moonlight. I kind of want to kiss your boyfriend if you don't mind. I love a little let's watch the sunrise because everything good happens after, obviously after midnight. Again, like it seems she's open to all the genders, honey. And yeah, it's just like painting a very vivid picture of like the scene after midnight in the US in California. I tried to watch this. I've watched the sunrise before. I'm just so fucking tired. I'm so old now. I literally just want to go to bed and sleep. But it's good that she's living a life and she's making memories, which is what life's about. I love how she sings. I love a little drama. Like it's the way she's singing it. It's almost like she's saying it like directly from a sentence. I love when artists do that, when they put like little lines that sound like they're right from a sentence, and it shows the versatility of the vocals and singing, which is really interesting. Oh, and it stops there. It's almost like she's been dragged off by a friend in the club, you know. Amazing. So the next song is Coffee. Oh, you can hear like the people chattering in the background. I love how that she's just kind of layered with that scene. It's giving coffee shop. It's giving busy thoroughfare, you know. The piano is really sad. It's taking a really sad turn. I like how it's juxtaposed with the previous part of the album. It's showing like different layers, you know. Oh, so I love the personal detail within this song, talking about where you met the family at the Italian place. She does mention wine, so that obviously leads me to believe the red wine supernova again, like that was like their thing, drinking wine together and things getting a little messy. There's something really sad about that line. You'll say that you want me, I know that's a lie. I think it goes from like, don't know it's a lie, hope it's not a lie, to know it's a lie. And she's trying to enforce those boundaries, but she still feels like that intense emotion for this person. And yeah, I just love like the details of like the jazz bar on Marianne Street, the Italian place. It creates this world that you're like peering into, which is really nice. And it's like anecdotal. Aww, nowhere is safe. Every place leads back to your place. It's almost like they want to stay friends. They want to keep that relationship and that strong bond, but they know that like if they get together, if they meet up, then they know that it's just going to get entangled again, which she doesn't want. I also think it's interesting that I'll meet you for coffee, because the coffee's like an anecdotal thing, but coffee is kind of like, you drink coffee when you wake up, right? And I don't know if this is intentional or not, but comparing that to the wine where you're sleepy and you're intoxicated, it's almost like the coffee's like kind of representing how she's woken up to the boundaries that needs to be happening in this relationship. I don't know if that's like a stretch, but that's how I would view it, right? You drink coffee in the morning to wake up. She's kind of like getting more alert and real in terms of like recognizing this relationship for what it is, which is really sad. We all just want to drink wine, but sometimes you got to drink coffee with a person. That's the tea. Yeah, I'd rather feel something than nothing at all. This person means so much to them. She doesn't want to lose that connection. And it makes her sad to enforce those boundaries, but if it's for the benefit of her, then she's got to do it. Oh, I love the way that went into the bridge then, like the lines blurring, almost as if like the lines in the relationship blurring, you know. I love the way that she sighs before saying that final line. That makes me really sad. Let's not do coffee, let's not even try. And I like how it's following the narrative of like thinking about going and meeting up together, and then like the conclusion obviously getting to the point where they're like, we can't because she still loves this person. And yeah, girl, if you didn't love them, then you'd be fine and you'd be chill. But we know she's not a chill girl, even though she tries to be. That's very Billie Eilish-esque. I love the harmonies. It's beautiful. The next one is Casual. Casual. I love Casual. I was singing in the shower yesterday. Right, let's go. Casual. Yeah, listening to this a second time, I can see how it links with the album, and this is like in the sort of the first third of the album, I think. This is track 5, following on from Coffee. So you've got like obviously this juxtaposition with After Midnight with Coffee, and then this kind of explains Coffee why. Like this explains like the reason behind Coffee. That's how I would read this. And yeah, I thought you thought of me better. That's so disappointing when someone just views you in a like a superficial, shallow way, and sees the relationship as shallow. I've said this before, it really fucking annoys me why people can't get the shit together and communicate these things. I mean, obviously she said like no attachment or whatever. Why is people so afraid of getting attached? I think that's such a beautiful part of life. Obviously trauma, and I get that, but annoys me. I think Chappell deserves better. I've just noticed as well, like from the first verse, she's saying, my friends call me a loser. This is like the reality of how her friends perceive like her with this relationship. And then she's starting this second verse talking about his friends and talking about in the future she perceives like her person feeling proud of her, like, you know, showing her off to friends, you know. And I like that contrast between those two things, and feeling like she's not a loser, feeling like this relationship is significant. I mean, she's not asking for like marriage or whatever, she's asking for like a relationship, you know, the bare minimum. I really want to go to Long Beach. Long Beach. I've never been to California before. I would love to go. This is just making me like really interested to go. I love like the little details. Also, I love that it's having casual when my favorite bra lives in your dresser. This is like the queer lesbian version of Taylor Swift with that fucking scarf in red. It 100% is. I love it. Yeah, I try to be the chill girl, but honestly, I'm not. It's okay not to be a chill girl. I mean, the reason why you've written this album is because you're not a chill girl. Like, not many people can do this, you know? Yeah. Own it. Own the fact that you're emotional. It's beautiful. I love how that the Long Beach, like invite to a Long Beach house, it's like the melodies change towards the end and it's like extended, like this the singing. It's not like following the same melody. It kind of gives this idea of it like being like a dream, like, you know, the way that the singing is happening. It's like very like dreamlike and it's all a whirlwind. That's how I feel when I hear this. It still gets me that. So the next one is super graphic, ultra, I'm just reading, ultra modern girl. Ooh, okay. So it seems like we're getting back into the after midnight. We're getting back to Ms. Chappell, honey. I took him to this bar. Fucking James! This is giving, like, you know the Scissor Sisters? Let's have a kiki. And she does like oh, it's been a bitch tonight. And she goes through like the whole little monologue. I love this window into her dating world, you know? And the beat's like really infectious. Yes, bitch! Yeah, like, what is it with like people like dating like these super lame people, like these low energy people? Yeah, she doesn't need to be with these mega bummer boys. Like, she needs to be like living it up, you know, someone on her wavelength, someone like looking to do the same things as her and have fun, you know. I love the beat. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, I love, yeah, that visual wearing nothing but glitter and lashes, ultra femme. Making out while the world collapses. Again, like linking back to like this hedonism. I think that's the theme of the album as well. And yeah, like coping with like the stress of the world by just having a good time. I love a place reference in a song. It's like from Paris to Berlin and Every Disco I Get In. That Jason Derulo song. Is it Jason Derulo? I don't remember. But I love it. I love a place reference, honey. It's giving like 2010s energy. Ooh, okay, next one's Hot to Go, who I obviously have heard before. Interesting, let's go. Do you know what this reminds me of? Oh, that song, We Didn't Start the Fire. Because of the beat in the background, it's like keeping going, you know? I don't know why that popped into my head. Relatable. This song is also like a great song just generally, but this song does lend itself to TikTok as well. Like step and clap and touch your toes, the body roll, like you know, you can see people dancing. I don't really go on TikTok, so I don't know if there's a dance of this already. I assume there probably is, because it is very catchy. I love her accent. Cute. So, next one is My Kink Is Karma. We know Miss Chappell, honey. She's a little bit freaky sometimes. So, Chappell, I'm excited to hear what's going on. Again, I love the fact that it's like a diary. It's a window into the world. We broke up on a Tuesday. Kicked me out with the rent paid. Okay, it's good. It's good that the rent was also. Ruined my credit. Stole my cute aesthetic. Yeah. Oh, and I obviously, yeah, because the aesthetic, like it lends itself when it's like two women or two men, you know. Who knew we'd let it get this bad when it ended? It's comical bridges you burn. If karma's real, hope it's your turn. A bit of revenge there, a bit of messy emotion. It's real, it's heartfelt, it's emotional. And I love that. I heard from Katie, you're losing it lately. Move back with your parents and date girls who are 18. Red flag. And then obviously mentioning Katie again, it's like a nice autobiographical detail. Yeah. Liking it. Oh, I love that melody. I love that. My kink is watching you like ruin your life. This person really hurt her, and I love. She mentions like it being hot. Like she uses hot as like throughout this whole album to like be like, oh, it's like attractive, it's hot, you know, like the hot hands, like the hot club, the hot weather, the hot everything. And I love how she's comparing like watching the downfall of your ex to like a kink. It gives you so much satisfaction and pleasure. I love the melody of the chorus. Oh yeah, because they say if you dye your hair after a relationship, you're going through something. That's when they say, like, if a gay guy bleaches their hair, check on them. So it's nice that this runs throughout the whole community, for sure. Yes! Shade! I love the aesthetic shade, the fake Gucci sweater. She could never. Chappell gets it. She was like, you could never come for me with your fake Gucci sweater. And yeah, like, maybe that's a bigger thing of alluding to, like, the fake Gucci sweater, like, thinking it's like a designer, thinking that it's perfect and actually being fake. Wishing you the best in the worst way. Love the bit of passive aggression. Using your distress as foreplay. I think that's such a fun line, for sure. I love the way the vocals are stacked, so it emphasizes that it's hot. Oh, I love that. It's like turning it up. I think this is like what like good songwriting's about as well. It's like contextualizing those messy emotions. Hi everybody. Now this is a little interlude. I forgot to listen to Picture You, and in the final edit I was like, for fuck's sake, what am I gonna do? So I've recently had a haircut, so just suspend belief. This is me, you know, just listening to this song first time. I was like, should I re-record the whole album reaction? And I thought, like, no, because these are my authentic reactions and my gut feelings about things. So I want to keep it as authentic as possible. So sorry about this jarring interlude, but yeah, we were going to be listening to Picture You. Let's start. Oh my god, I love this because it's kind of, again, of adding another side to like her sexuality. It's very sensual. Again, it's like the visual, drawing the blinds, light the candle, the romance. And I really like the guitar, the plucking as it's sort of in the background. It's really nice. It's ritualistic, counting lipstick stains where you should be. Again, showing the intimacy of the relationship. And that reminds me of that, I know the Jason Derulo song. It was Talk Dirty, and lipstick stains on my passport. Yes, honey. She's been listening to Jason Derulo. This is the tea. Of course. Do you picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame from your point of view? Do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you. Like that reluctance to admit the true depths of feeling, especially if this is the same relationship that she mentioned prior in the album. Like you say that I'm the girl that you bang on the couch or whatever. Like, it seems like very one-sided, you know. And that's the thing with relationships and when you're in the beginning, you know. The runs are just perfect. The power in the voice is amazing. Wow! She's got amazing vocal agility with the runs. Like, that's so difficult to do, you know. Gorgeous. I love that. And it builds again on the previous song about, you know, the unrequited love, things feeling one-sided. Yeah, love that one. So yeah, we're gonna forget this whole interlude happened. You sat, you're watching, my hair is long, the lighting's better, and I don't look like a gremlin who's been editing. So yeah, enjoy. Bye! Next one is Kaleidoscope. Oh, so like, I like how she's kind of alluding to who it's about with the cursive letter A. Again, that's like increased speculation. Here we go again, everything is fine. I guess we could pretend we didn't cross a line. I don't know if this is following on from like Coffee and like the crossing of the line there. That's interesting. But ever since that day, everything has changed. The way I write your name, the cursive letter A. It seems like a significant thing happened between these two people. Whether it's like they broke up and they got back together or whether it was something more serious, I don't know. But I think it's interesting as well the way that the production contrasts with the name. Because Kaleidoscope, I think of something bright and like, colourful, but it's very like low-key, this production, which is a nice contrast, you know. Aww. I love her head voice. Oh, I love the way that the piano's in this production of this song. I think it's beautiful. And comparing like love to a kaleidoscope. I don't really know how a kaleidoscope works. Does anybody know how it works? I don't know. But like it's like that mystery of the love and the relationship, and even all the change is somehow all the same. Like the tumultuous feeling of that love and all the change and how it's ever evolving and changing, turning to the left and right, colours shining in your eye, it's dazzling, it's beautiful. And even upside down, it's beautiful somehow. It's never just a shape alone. It's something like intangible that she feels. It's all encompassing. It's beautiful. It's confusing. That's a really great way of describing love. Yeah. Yes, Sass! You can hear the emotion in her voice. Oh, I love that. It's beautiful somehow. Every colour of the rainbow, like an LGBT allusion there, how it's for everyone. You know, it's love is, you know, across barriers, across like all identities, you know. Don't be afraid to hold it close. I like how it's ending the song in a hopeful, positive note. She's obviously sad that like they have to go back to being friends and they crossed the line and they were in a romantic and it kind of got entangled again. But it's nice that she's still hopeful about love and wants that love to be celebrated, even though it didn't work out, you know. Okay, next one is Pink Pony Club that I've heard before, so let's start. Again with the piano man! I can see how it links now with the piano and Kaleidoscope. I like that double meaning of I'm having wicked dreams, wicked like exciting dreams, but like evil. Like she feels like a lot of conflict between wanting what she wants and like the expectations of her, but also following her heart. I love in this album the ebbs and flows. You've got like the dazzling, provocative life, and then also, you know, these sad like troughs, you know, in the album, which is nice. And I think that this is like a perfect way to link Kaleidoscope with like the tail end of the album for sure. Oh, she's happy in her decision. Oh, I love the way it slows down. Sincere moment. I love the guitar. Oh wow. So it's like, I think that guitar's perfect for like the expulsion of like that emotion and that love for where you are and that need to be you, you know. So yeah, the next one is Naked in Manhattan. I love her accent so much, and if only I listened to this song when I did my last reaction, I would have known it was Chappell, honey. God. Oh, okay. So it's Chappell. I know you just landed. I know you're probably busy, but I would love to see you, so call me when you can. New crush, high school love again, the rush of slumber party kissing, don't touch, I'll never cross the line, so I pushed you down a million times. It's like having a crush on like your straight friend and you don't want to, and that whole fear of like making them uncomfortable and sort of ignoring that crush and harkening back to high school. I love the high school imagery of like the slumber party, the high school love, you know. And I like that note about the voicemail at the beginning. Again, it creates like this very autobiographical tone to the album. Oh, I love a visual, you know, where constant like cicadas in the summertime. That's beautiful. I don't know cicadas like if they're kind of like all over, but maybe like in Missouri and like the South, you know, they kind of like, you can hear them on like the porch light, you know. Oh yeah, I'd love if you knew you were on my mind. Sometimes you have that wish and that desire to tell the person that you're thinking about them and that you think that they're amazing. But as you know, being LGBT is not always 100% safe, so can't always express that. It's probably like harkening back like again to like, I don't know if she has a religious upbringing herself, but like, yeah, that threat of going to hell for like, a kiss or whatever, and boys suck and girls I've never tried. It's like, God, there's gotta be something better than guys. Well, in my case, unfortunately, I am attracted to guys, so not always the best situation. I love that, like in between the chorus and like the verse, like I love that. I want to know, baby, what's it like? I know you want it, baby, you can have it. I've never done it, let's make it cinematic. I remember my first queer like experience, and it is something that is ingrained in your mind and something that you build up, so it's nice that she's like featuring this in like a song, that people can relate to. Regina George is one of the best characters in Mean Girls. Iconic. I love the mention of horoscopes and another gay reference. I love how the gays have just claimed horoscopes. It's so funny. When I sing that Lana song, it makes you cry. Oh, see, I love the little mini details of the relationship. Yes! I love the intensity of how the intensity builds throughout all of her songs, and then she has like these signature lines throughout her songs, like, won't you just fucking do this, or turn the fucking beat up. It like is the culmination of like the whole song. It's great. Amazing. So the penultimate song is California. Let's start. Oh, I love that. I stretch myself across 4 states. New lands, west coast, where my dreams lay. I trade amber clay roads for the sea foam and the endless sun rays. I love the imagery there. I like that, but people always say if it hasn't happened yet, then maybe you should go. Come get me out of California, no leaves are brown, I miss the seasons in Missouri, my dying town. It's like comparing like the decline within a town to like the seasons. And like, it is that thing of like where you're from, like you love where you're from even though it's a shithole. It's like that sort of vibe, feeling homesick. Yeah, if it hasn't happened yet, then maybe you should go. Like, I think this album is like taking advantage of like her youth and like taking advantage of like the time that she has and just making these memories. This is like not where I expected towards the end of the album to go, because I actually like loved California, but it's that it's up and down. She's torn. She's in 2 minds about a lot of things. Yeah, because I was never told that I wasn't gonna get the things I want the most. I think that you almost kind of relates to like society as well. Society's obsessed with youth and it's obsessed with achieving things at a young age, and there is this like societal pressure, and it's like, who's saying all of this to people, that you've got to take advantage of your youth and you've got to achieve all the things you want to when you're young? But maybe it's like that messaging. I like the way the production is in this song as well. It almost sounds like a journey. It sounds like when you're going on an epic journey and you hear it in like a film score, it's almost like she's alluding to this journey of going to California and things not being how she thought it would be, and the idea of it rather than the reality. It's like epic. That's how I would describe like the production. It almost kind of sounds a bit like a heartbeat as well, like the anxiety and the adrenaline. Ooh, I like that melody. Sometimes you think the grass is always greener, but it turns out to just be desert. I like how the production at the end, it's like just her voice towards the end, and as she goes down, it's like the scale goes down. I like that. So the final one is Guilty Pleasure. Let's go. Final track. Again, it's like very anecdotal. Learned it on the internet. Wheels turning in my head. Is this again like alluding to like the first time doing something? Think back to what you said, and I turn red, I'm turning red. It's like very innocent, very earnest. I wasn't expecting that change. Like that. I like the juxtaposition of, oh my god, you were heaven sent with your dirty mind. Yeah, you're perverted. You've got like that contrast there. I love that. Want this like a cigarette. Can we drag it out and never quit? Aw, that's like comparing like the love to like an addiction, you know, like a guilty pleasure, a bad habit. Wait, I'm just trying to think of the arc of this, the album and like the journey. Is she going back to the person who's a stoner, or is this a different person, or is it kind of related, or is this sort of story kind of like not chronological and it's just a collection of works? Interesting. Let me know what you think about this ending and what you think it means. Also, I think it's such a good idea to have a song called Guilty Pleasure as an artist, like, because you can say, oh, I'm someone's guilty pleasure. I don't know, I just like that from a marketing perspective. Ooh! Come on, Yodel! You know, that sounds almost a bit like Aurora. That is very beautiful, the way that she sang that. It sounds like, yeah, Aurora and like yodeling, and like it. Very ethereal. Go hi, girl. Yes! Oh my gosh, that is it. That is the rise and fall of a Midwest princess. I'd say overall, my favourite songs, I love Red Wine Supernova. I love Coffee because I like the way that it kind of brings the album to a different tone. I love Casual. Hot to Go, I like that one from like the perspective of like being a pop hit, very marketable. Kaleidoscope, I think it's beautiful the way that she describes love. And then I really like Pink Pony Club as well for the sort of message, you know, of creating a safe space and having a safe space. But let me know which are your favourite songs from the album. And yeah, if you like this, then please like and subscribe. And until next time, see you later. Bye.